So yeah, I forgot to mention this yesterday. I was driving home from work and on Vihdintie, I can't even remember the name of the crossing, but it's a place where there's Omavarasto on the west side of East Vihdintie, and basically the people driving along Vihdintie, they're going towards Helsinki and I'm coming in the opposite direction, and there's a van that went in front of, turned, you know, in front of me, and there was a BMW sports BMW 600 series. It was quite a nice looking car. Goes to prove that BMW drivers have a reputation that they're a bit of a dick, or they don't tend to take other drivers into consideration. So what happened is that I'm coming this. Where do I see there? So I'm going north on Vihdintie, and this van and a BMW are coming south on Vihdintie, and they turn right. So basically, they cross my path, and I'm looking at the van and I say, yeah, he'll make it. There's no problem. But the BMW, I was basically in the crossing when he still swerved in, and he, you know, did it fairly fast. So what I did, instead of taking a straight line, I swerved to the left to avoid him, but I was absolutely certain he's gonna clip my rear tire. He was in, I had a feeling that he's not gonna hit me, but he's gonna clip my back tire and I'm gonna fly into the ditch. And funny thing is, I didn't feel fear, which sometimes would, but I was fairly relaxed and did a nice swerve to the left, and I could hear he noticed when I was in front of him. I know, because we were talking about centimeters. I could hear him slam on the brakes, and I moved forward about 10-20 meters. I started looking at him, and he went to nurse his car or something like that. He wasn't anywhere to be seen. So, but then he finally arrived, and I was like, what's going on? No, I wasn't like that, but I was clearly indicating that it had lights in the intersection. So the pedestrians or cyclists, they had a green light, and the cars going straight on Vihdintie, they had a green light. But if you can turn, cross the cyclist path, but still the cyclists have a green light. So he was clear then in the wrong. But I nearly forgot about it. When I got home, I forgot it completely. And then last night, then finally, when I was kind of packing up, I remembered that this had happened. Or not packing up, going to bed. And now, then I thought that I need to leave an entry so that I don't forget nearly being squished by a aggressive BMW driver. I myself am a BMW driver, but nevertheless,
times when I just can't.
Today I made my first ever esisopimus, and now it's making its round, so all the guys get to comment on it and see whether it would be feasible or not. And then based on what they say, I'll alter it and then I'll give it to Risa and we'll see if we can come up with an agreement. But basically we could be talking to the bank. If not tomorrow, then the day after tomorrow, or what do you call it, in a couple of days' time. Let's see how that goes. Flexing my skinny muscles. But yeah, this is now my 3 monitor test. So over there we have my phone, and in the middle here it is my eyesight monitor camera, and then over there it's the Canon EOS
Praise that
60D.
what I'll say comes out somehow of right. That is when it seems we move in circles day to day. Twist the drum.
Yeah. Today, first time in quite a while, I'm feeling numb in my hands. I'm feeling, what do you call it, slightly unpleasant. It might be because I stood up for nearly an hour cooking food. That's making me feel a bit weak, but truth be told, I don't know why. Got comments from everybody in the company, and I think a lot of us are to an extent positive in moving forward, but if not, then maybe we'll create a separate entity to hold the housing business in that, because if everybody's not interested, and then maybe it's a wise move to do. And then on the other hand, we could what do you call it, bring Rise on board with next to no cost at this very stage, when we would set it up, and then it would be an option. But what do you call it, living in halfway interesting times concerning the potential business of Sardia. Maybe we'll come out with something that will, because the sole goal is to, a sole goal of a man is to provide, no, sorry, wrong order. The sole goal is to find God and enjoy Him, God, that is, forevermore. Second goal of a man is to provide for provide for his family, and then take stuff like that into consideration. And this, what we're doing, is in that vein. But anyway, I'll compile this and post it. Jesus is King.